Hello, hey, Bay Trippers. Is anybody out there? As David Bowie would say. Hello, is there anybody out there? Just me, I'm out there, all right. Hello. I see there's a few people um, coming on now. Still got a couple minutes before I can start anyway, so we're good. We're very good. Don't want to say a whole lot here. Still got let's see, 4 minutes. So I'm glad I decided to do this earlier because it's really hot, very hot. So, and I assume at some point the Park Service, the county Park Service, who owns the property, maintains the property here, will be arriving and opening the gates. So to wander on the grounds, but I don't know if they will come early today or not because they're not here now. So who knows? But we can still see the property from a couple of different angles. So we're good. We're good to go. Luckily, let's see. 11:57 my time. What time is it in your time? I wonder. I wonder where, um, always wonder where everybody is watching from. Are you in the US, East Coast, West Coast? Are you in Europe, maybe Canada or Mexico, Japan? Um, Anywhere, everywhere. That's the hope. That way, people from all around the world can see the really cool things that I have where I live. It's about learning about other places and other cultures and things of that nature, I suppose. So we got 2 more minutes till we can start. I'm in Ellicott City, and usually when I'm in Ellicott City, I'm doing ghost tours. Ellicott City has been referred to by a couple of different paranormal experts to be the most haunted town in Maryland. Some say maybe the most in America, certainly one of the most haunted places. And then specific areas throughout Ellicott City also have particular hot spots, where they have more activity there than in other areas. Where I'm sitting right now is one of those, the ones with the more active happenings here. So we'll see what we see or not. Let's see. Oop, 1 minute to go. Yay. We're getting there. Definitely. Definitely. And we can get the party started, right? So, uh-huh. It's quiet here. There's nobody around. There's a house next door to me that, actually, the house behind me, there's a couple of them, private property, beautiful homes, old, etc. Well, hello. Hey, Bay Trippers. Bay Lady here, Sharon. I am uh, currently sitting on a large rock in front of the Ellicott, in front of the Patapsco Female Institute here in Ellicott City. We are sitting, now I'm not, I'm standing. We're on one of the highest hills here in Ellicott City. Ellicott City is surrounded by 7 hills, and we are at the tippy top of the seventh hill. Bear with me. I want to just grab a sip of my coffee. Hang on 1 minute. Oh, there's a bell ring. I don't know why. Nope, don't have it unlocked, do I? I'm going to have to work for this, I see. Wonder what that bell was. Could have been a church. Lots and lots of churches around here. One thing that Ellicott City was very focused on since its very beginning, since its inception, has been churches and schools. They were very up on community and education for girls too, which is how this school came about. Anyway, before I went to get something to drink, um, I was saying that uh, this tour is not one of my usual ghost tours at all. Um, this one is about the life of a young lady who was attending boarding school here. It's a finishing school. It has all the things that ladies would have needed to have in the early 1800s. The school was opened in 1837. So it's been around for quite a while. So have I. As I said, this is just one of my many tours. There's another one later this afternoon. I'm going downtown to the lowest part in Ellicott City by the river and going to the Ellicott City Railroad Museum. That's at 2:30, so you might want to tag along for that as well. Um, this this tour is running on YouTube and also on Facebook. So if you're having trouble with one, feel free to switch to another. Um, there is chat comments available. If you'd care to say hi, tell me where you're coming from, that would be cool. You can see chats from other people on the, but only those on the same platform. For instance, people watching this right now on YouTube can see comments from YouTube, but they can't see comments from Facebook, and Facebook can't see comments from YouTube, and all of that. Anyway, so it is what it is. The other thing is that these tours are tip based, which means they're supported by, generous viewers that, can and would leave a tip. I have an account with a with this cool little third party gig called Buy Me a Coffee. So there is a link for it somewhere on my pages, I am sure, maybe even on this. I don't know, I don't remember. But anyway, if you would like to buy me a coffee, let me tell you, I love coffee. All right, so enough about me, enough about that. Um, Now let's have some fun. Okay, about the school. It was built in 1837 as a finishing school for young girls. It had attracted girls from the ages of 12 to 18, and they were mostly from the South. There was a tuition involved that they, paid annually for their food and their books and their lodging and all of that. I'm coming up here to the back of it where I'm going to turn the camera around. Hang on while I interrupt myself. Give you a nice first view of. Patuxent Female Institute. Okay, hang on here and let me get to my setting. Oops, nope, not that one. This one. And then camera. And then, come on, change it that way. Right. You should see me. I mean, not me. You should not see me. Hey, perfect. Okay, the backside of the Patapsco Female Institute. There's a bit of a history. To be honest, it wasn't a school for very long. If you think about it, it opened in 1837. And when the Civil War hit, 1860-61, Maryland had Southern sympathies. However, the federal troops had moved in the very beginning of the Civil War and captured Maryland. The Confederacy did it as a strategic move. They were based, their capital was in Richmond, Virginia, so you couldn't have Maryland Union. So they captured it. And Ellicott City was no exception. They were under Union control here. So primarily the students that attended school up to this point were from the South. The rich Southern plantation owners sent their spoiled daughters, their entitled daughters, north to be educated and to be, I don't know, have them simmer down. This school was also noted for having the girls here study innovative subjects that, up to that point, were presented in the boys' academies, but not so much for young ladies. And I'm talking religion, science, engineering, mathematics, a lot more than the proper setting of a place at the dinner table, or the stitches to make a sampler, whatever, the sewing skills. So there was much more than that. Eventually, though, the school did close. It was many things. It was even a hotel for a while. During World War I, it was a hospital for returning veterans, wounded veterans from the war. They were here being taken care of. Eventually, it was left to go to ruin. It burned down. That's why you don't have a roof or windows or anything like that. What you're looking at is what's called the stabilized ruins. Stabilized ruins. You see some blue ironworks inside there. Those are steel girders that are securing everything, making it stable. Okay. Um, anyway, what I have here, what this tour is about, I'm going to read you the diary of a young lady that attended school here. You can hear in her words coming out of my mouth, hear about her last year before graduation, here, her last year. Diary runs from June to July of 1857. The young lady, her name is Annie Conway. And here's what she had to say on January 11th, 1857. I have commenced to write a journal this half year of my being at school, and as it is my last year and I expect to graduate in July, I hope to improve it to my utmost. It is Sunday and the day is very beautiful. The air seems to breathe around us, and that around us that this is God's holy day on which he rested from labors and which he has given his command that we should do likewise. The chaplain preached a very practical sermon today. He spoke of the new year, which has but just set in, and of the necessity of taking a retrospective view of our lives during the past year and seeing whether we were one step nearer heaven or to the abode of woe. January 12th, Monday. This day has been quite cold with a very strong wind. Nothing of any account today happened, but when I returned from one of my classes, Sarah told me that Nanny Brooke had arrived. I ran to my room as fast as I could to see her, and she had a delightful time. Let's see. Tuesday, January 13th. Oops. Sorry for moving around so much. I got to get myself situated here. Here you can look behind me. In the meanwhile, beautiful hill, lots of trees. There's houses hidden in those trees for sure. Okay, we'll walk down here a little bit too. Okay, so Tuesday, January 13th. The day has been more pleasant than usual. We've had scarcely any winter, and now, as for snow, we have not had enough for sleighing. Just can't win. Whoa, look at that. There's a whole lot of this walked into. That's not good. This is interrupting my journal here, her journal. You're looking at an archaeology dig, uh, looking for artifacts, whatever they can find. This is the back end of the school. There's the ice house, that building right off the side on the left. I think looking this way, you might see some of the steel girders on the first floor and a couple on the second floor through the windows. And there is some equipment where it looks like, I think that is a sifter. Oh, yeah, that's what they're doing. They have, okay, they're sifting through dirt, definitely digging for artifacts because there's the piles of dirt that have been sifted. Okay, so, all right, back to the journal. Okay. Um, okay. All right. The other day, while Miss Chambers was Officer Annie Young, not caring to go down to Oh, okay. The other day, while Miss Chambers was officer, Annie Young, not caring to go down to breakfast, as we are marked if we stay away, hid under the bed as the officer generally goes around after the girls have gone to make sure they've all gone. She went into Annie's room, not seeing her, concluded she'd done what she was supposed to. Uh, Annie told the girl a few minutes after that if she could get her breakfast to bring it to her. And so the girl went downstairs and said Annie was sick. Her breakfast was sent up to her, after which the teacher went to see what the matter was and met her standing in the hall. Miss Chambers was there also, and after she also found out Annie did not go to breakfast, gave her a scolding, and the consequence was that Annie not only received 1 mark, but 4. Okay, so that was a very big deal there at the time to receive marks, right? To, what do you call them? Starts with the D. What kind of marks? Anyway, oh well. Okay, let's see. Saturday, January 17th. The day has been more moderate than usual. Nothing of any consequences. Today being Saturday, the girls did not go to any classes. I thought I would study some of my lessons, but the day passed away so quickly. I thought so quickly that at the end of it, I found myself without studying anything at all. I almost forgot to take note of the dinner. Okay. Take note of the where is it? The dinner we had today. It was very nice chicken, which, as it is Saturday, I did not expect. I must close now as the preparation bell has just rung for study. Okay. Da, 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 da. Thursday, January 29th. This evening is teachers' meeting. The day has been more pleasant, though it is still cold. Nothing of any importance has happened. Yesterday, we had prayers for the first time in the new schoolroom, a part of the chapel building. It's quite amusing to watch the girls' faces as they pass out one by one, like boys at college. The older ones walk along very leisurely, and when it comes to the younger ones' turn to go out, they go with a bound. I love to sit and watch them. Let's see. Saturday, January 31st. Is it possible that this is the last day of January 1857? And can it be the 1 month of the new year has passed away already? And when I think where I will be this time next year, no longer a schoolgirl, the happiest part of anyone's life, but what would terms a young lady, it makes me sad to think. And when I look back over this 1 month and think of all the resolutions that were made at the beginning of the year, I wonder whether I have kept my end of them. Okay, hold on. I gotta move. I had some bees. I mean, not bees. Gnats or something trying to fly in my eyeballs. Here's a is this another archaeology? Yeah, it sure is because they've got a sifter over there. Huh? Interesting. Always. Okay. All right. So you know what? There's got to be a more comfortable way to do this. Hmm. I just haven't found what it is. I'm trying to flip through a book, um, reading the journal entries. Yeah, there's a sifter there too. All right. You can see the blue girders there up in that upper window on the end particularly well. Yeah. So, okay, back to this. Um, Sunday, February 1st, 1857. The day is beautiful after having had so much snow and rain. It seems pleasant to see the sun once more. The girls appear to be in an excellent humor, laughing and talking, nothing of any importance. We all went to church as usual. Okay. Thursday, February 5th. The day has been like a spring morning. The snow is melting very fast. Nothing of any importance has happened. I received a letter from Ma yesterday. I wrote a letter to Ma tonight. Uh, Saturday, September 7th. The day has been very pleasant. We did not go to sewing section this afternoon as Miss Pratt, our dear teacher, is sick. She is so kind. Carrie Long has been all this afternoon braiding Lizzie Wells's hair. I think she must have a great deal of patience. Maggie Bond is crying because she can't get any warm water to wash her feet. And Maria has just bought her some in 2 buckets and wants to know if she merits money. Nothing is free, folks. Everything comes for a price. That is so funny. Okay, Wednesday, February 11th. Nothing of any importance. We went to classes as usual. Okay, I have taken up Olmsted's mechanics. Good for her. Okay, let's see. Mm-mm-mm. Today, Sunday, February 14th. Today is Valentine's Day. How many of the girls expected them, although there were so few? Mr. Archer, it appears, permits the young ladies to receive Valentines. Mr. Lohman, the dancing teacher, arrived this morning and gave a few lessons. Wednesday, February 18th. I didn't receive any letters today. The weather is calm and beautiful and appears more like spring than one of the winter months. And as I sit thus writing, the wind blows in at my window refreshingly upon me. I must not forget to notice that we have a new bedstead, which I intend to christen tonight. We have been long waiting one, as the old iron thing we had was so broken that it would tear our dresses every time we went past it. I threatened to throw it out of a window. Hmm, not violent, was she? Let's see if we can find a different place. See, the main gates are locked. Mm. And nobody's home. They have an outdoor theater set up here. They do Shakespearean plays and such, which is kind of interesting, I think. I saw one of them. I didn't sit down and watch it, but I just kind of saw it, basically. I just kind of saw it. Okay. All right. Pretty little rock garden. That's what I was sitting on earlier. Okay, back in the shade for me. Yay. All right, so hang on. I'm going to sit on this rock again. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Let's see, is there anybody out there? Okay, there's a few people. Oh, Charity. Hey, hey. How are you? How's it going? I hope all is well. Oh, this is better. Okay. All right, here we go. Wednesday, February 25th. Today is Ash Wednesday, or in other words, the beginning of Lent. We had church this morning and went to school this afternoon. The day was the day has been very windy. I did not receive any letters today. We had a great deal of fun this afternoon in Amanda Towson's room. Miss Kate read to us this evening in Cummins' spiritual reading on St. Luke, after which she said she could not let us go without her customary kiss. And after kissing us, we went into tea as the bell rang and put an end to our reading. How sweet. Glad everything's good. Everything's good here. It's bearable. It's actually quite nice in the shade. There's a nice breeze blowing, but then we are pretty high up as far as Ellicott City goes. Anywho, okay, let's see, coming up, 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 up. Saturday, February 28th, 1857. This is the last day of the month and the last time we shall see February this year. Time is slowly approaching for me to return home, and it's only 18 more weeks until school breaks up. The day is a little windy and rather cold. We took a dancing lesson as usual. Nothing of any importance happened. Last night we went over in the saloon to dance and had a great deal of fun dancing the reel. Okay. Wednesday, March 2nd. The day is rather cold and very windy. I did not receive any letters. Henrietta Robbins and I went over in the saloon to study our Olmsted before prayers, but were soon interrupted by the girls coming in and making a noise. La, 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 la. Friday, March 5th. I took a nice walk this morning with Henrietta Robbins and received a letter from Ma, which I have just finished answering. Carrie Long is sick. Nothing of any importance happened today. It's very cloudy. Good for her. It's very cloudy. Also, it was very cloudy on Wednesday, March 11th. She didn't receive any. I did not receive any letters. Carrie Long received one. Okay, sorry, baby girl. You didn't get one. Okay, Thursday, March 19th. The day is very disagreeable. It's raining. I didn't receive any letters today. I'll tell you what, I wonder if this girl grew up to tell the weather. Did they teach meteorology in 1857? My goodness. Thursday, March 26th. Very windy. Went out walking with Mary Yancey. Had jelly cake and milk for dessert today. Woohoo! Sweets for the sweet, right? Wednesday, April 1st. All this, no, as this is All Fool's Day, I expect to be taken in a great many times. It's also Sarah's birthday. She's 14. The day is a little rainy. We went to the depot this morning with Dr. Norton for him to put us on the cars for us to go home. We arrived there in safety. Okay. Wednesday, April 13th. I have just returned from home after an absence of 2 weeks where I had a delightful time. I do not expect to go home now anymore until school closes, as it is little more than 2 months away. Okay, time to get up because I don't want the ants to find me. Got to keep on the move around here. Okay. Next. April 19th, we attended church as usual and heard an excellent sermon delivered by the chaplain. They have commenced having church at night, of which I'm very glad. April 20th, I do not believe I've ever seen such a day in April before. The wind blows as if it were a perfect hurricane, driving dust and snow before it. Everyone seems to feel the effects of this dull day, and as for myself, I feel miserable. Okay. Friday, May 1st. Time is passing quickly, and they will soon arrive. No, time is passing very quickly, and they will soon come for us to go home again. I will be so glad because I am so sick of study. The day is cloudy, and I think it will rain. Okay, Tuesday, May 5th, the day is clear. I got a letter from Ma today. Yay, Ma. Friday, May 8th, it is now exactly 2 months before commencement. How short the time is in reality, but how long it appears to me before I go home. The day is beautiful. Had to go to the chemical lecture. He exhibited the magic lantern. Had a good deal of fun. Fun. Uh, Friday, May 15th. The girls rehearsed as usual this afternoon and read their compositions. We did not have to go to any lectures as the course is out. I received a letter from I received a letter from S. Deconis. Okay? Whoever that might be, I do not know. Tuesday, May 19th. I didn't receive any letters. The weather is cold and disagreeable. We don't have any more compositions to write this term, except for commencement, which it is expected we will hand in Monday, 2 weeks. I do not know what I will do, as I have not even got a subject. Saturday, May 23rd, the day is very warm and pleasant. Several of the girls have put on thin dresses. Okay, good for them. Tuesday, May 26th. I've just finished the dress I was making. Nanny and I made one alike, and as it is the first one I ever made, I intend to keep it as a relic. Oh, hold on, who we got here? Hey, Robin, how are you? How's it going? Sounds like a good dessert. How did I get this journal? Well, I got it back in the 1980s and 90s, um, before the county took over this property. It was maintained by a volunteer group called the Friends of Patuxent Female Institute. I was part of that group, and I was doing research for an article, magazine article at the time, and so I had access to all kinds of things. So yeah, this is genuine as far as I know. So I got it from the Friends of the Patapsco Female Institute. So, all right, let's see. Does that answer your question? Good, good, good. Okay. Friday, May 29th. We had another shower this afternoon. I'd been spending the evening with a Towsend and had a great deal of fun laughing and talking. This is interesting. June 1st. How rapidly time is flying. In a little while, commencement will be here and I will soon go home. We had a thunderstorm this afternoon, which I was very glad of, as it has been so warm all day. Had to go to the French soiree tonight, where we had so much fun playing I Love My Love with an A and telling the reason. There was a great commotion in school today on account of a temple going down to the village to buy a novel without permission. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Oh my goodness. Friday, June 5th, when I awoke this morning, I found it raining very hard. I suppose it has been raining nearly all night. I received a letter from Ma today and one from Annie DeConis. That's the same as her friend had received, right? Okay. Sunday, June 7th. I am obliged to continue my journal in another book as I have filled one. Mr. Hillis gave us a very good sermon today and spoke of the chapel which we have now entered. After church in the evening, Alice Valentine came in to see me. We had a great deal of fun and afterwards went out to walk. And you know what? Let me walk a little bit here down to the end of, well, let's see how far I get. Depends on how steep that hill is. Okay. And we are at the back. They have they've left pieces intact inside, like the pillars around front are still intact, and they've left the fireplaces there, which is amazing because I mean this whole building is total stone. everywhere, stone from these very hills, of course. So, well, there's a few holes. How did I manage to miss that one? I do not know. Okay. So back to here, looking at it from a different angle. Okay. Thursday, June 25th. Today we had orange water ice. Sounds interesting. I could use some of that right now myself. Hmm. I think they are beginning to treat us right well now as we are going away so soon after. I finished practicing as I always have to the first hour after school. I came up to my room and found Annie Robards here, so I pulled off my dress as I felt I would be more comfortable, put on my wrapper, and threw myself across the bed. As I was lying there, as I was lying there talking, I said to Annie Roberts, "Oh, Annie, is it not splendid? Neither the officer or monitor can get in your room now, can they? Because the outside knob is taken off." Oh, interesting. They took off the knobs. Gosh. Friday, June 26th. This is the last day I will go to school. How strange it seems that this long looked for period has at length arrived. Hmm. Wow. Okay. Monday, June 29th, 1857. Oh, my camera's doing weird stuff. Come back here. There we go. You know what? I'm going to walk down here. I think you can see the school from another angle, but I'm not going to read and talk right this second. Is, let's see. You see, what do you say? The schools. Yeah. Oh, that is very true about they can't move without chaperones. That's oh, what happened? No, no, no. Oh heck. Um, hello. Oh my goodness, where'd y'all go? Shoot. Hold on, hold on. Don't you hate like one touch of a button screws up everything? All right, I need to go back to where I was. All right, phew, thank you. All right. Hey, Charity. Charity, and we got Charity and Robin. And oh, nope. Okay. All right, good, Jolly back. I thought I'd lost you because I sort of kind of um, hit the wrong button. Yeah, right. I hate when that happens. Okay, so anyway, we're going to walk down here to the edge. Oops, oops, oops. This is why I can't walk and read at the same time, especially going downhill. That's how you break body parts. At least that's how I do it. All right. Okay. Well, that's kind of a different view. Okay. That's steps going up. Yep. Definite steps going up. Okay. Uh, okay. Monday, June 29th. This is the first day of examinations. First day of examinations. I have not got to be examined in anything until Thursday. We were all obliged to attend uh, recitations and other things, and the classes all seem to do very well. Okay. Oh yeah, there's a good view. Okay. Okay. Now, um, getting into July. Okay. The day, Thursday, July 2nd. The day is quite cool. The classes all did very well. I was examined in French this morning. When the letters came around this morning, when the letters came around this morning, I was very much disappointed because I did not get any. Now, where are these gnats coming from? But I did not get any. But when I came up from dinner, S. Maupin handed me one. I thought she had kept it from me, but she said no, it had been brought there. I found it was from my mother. I was so glad I didn't know what to do. Friday, July 3rd. This morning, our Olmsted. Let me get away from that a little bit. Yeah, maybe that's a little better. Anyway, okay. Our Olmsted class was examined. Our, was examined, and just as it came to my turn to explain my example, a couple of gentlemen came, some of the girls' parents. I was very much confused. I was fixing my hoop skirt very quietly this afternoon when Amanda asked me if I did not want to hear something pretty, and upon my assenting, she told me to come to her room, where she began reading Lucy Fisher's composition. There's some nice plants there too. Her composition. By and by, Lucy came, and we got her to read it. She's saying funny things nearly all of the time. She gave it to me to copy as I asked her for it. Mary Yancey came to see me this afternoon, and so did Amanda, and we sat talking and laughing until the tea bell rang. Saturday, July 4th. This is the glorious 4th. How little did I think that I would be here at school this day, and I wonder where I will be this time next year. But time brings so many changes that we can scarcely note them. Then there's a notation here that follows a blank page, and on the next page, that would be page 20, appears a recipe for preserved tomatoes. Scald tomatoes, take skin off. Allow 1 pound of tomatoes to 1 pound of sugar. Place in layers in preserving kettle. Slice lemon and throw it in, and green ginger. Scald it to remove the dark outside. Scalded to remove the dark outside skin. Okay, and there you have it. So that was very interesting. Um, I know from other things. I also did a tour. Um, one not too long ago where I had letters from 3 or 4 different girls who had been writing home to their parents. And that was pretty interesting. But it depicts a life somewhat as you would expect. Not all the girls were happy to be here. Some were truly spoiled and, you know, not used to wiping their own noses, or, so they didn't fend well. The other thing is the winters here are pretty bad, or can be. They can get quite cold. And if you think about it, this building, the whole campus, is constructed of stone. So imagine, way back when, the drafty stone hallways damp, right? In the wintertime. And then you have all these girls of different ages, 12 to 18, all in close quarters, right? They have roommates. They share chamber pots. It's like so sickness ran rampant here sometimes. A lot of girls passed away and teachers as well. So a lot happened in the school for this building to only have been a part of it, a part of its life as a school. It would have been interesting to see it as a hotel. When there was a hotel, I think they added a dining room on there as well, which wasn't part of the original structure. So, and the building was basically 3 floors because there's the upper floor, the main level, and then there's a basement. And the basement was usable. They apparently had some classes in the basement, and there's some huge fireplaces down there, which I'm sure when, I mean, when the fireplaces are blazing, I'm sure they would, heat basement and then maybe even more because heat rises. So, and looking at some of the fireplaces are connected on one on the first floor and then one directly above it on the second floor and things of that nature. So let me show you a peek down this way. And this was, I don't know what this was. uh, is this decorative or serving a purpose? I think it must be decorative. I'm wondering if there wasn't one on the other side, because there's one over here too. And there again, a different view of the property. Well, I think that I've given you all that I have. I don't have anything else. Let me turn this camera around so I can say a proper goodbye, right? Let's see, new comment. What, what happened? I don't know. It's not, well, Robin. Okay, you guys are all on YouTube, so it's not that. I don't know why it's spread across your screen. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. It's spread across. You know what? It must be, let's see. It must be, I don't know. I see it though, but I don't know why. Who knows? This platform that I'm running on here is called StreamYard, and so it there's certain things I can do and can't do, and I don't much like this to change the settings, having to go in and out, but I have to see if there's something better, I suppose. But this is the best I've found so far. So yeah, I see your comment on there. It's probably some crazy setting or something. Let's see. Well, you know what? I'm not gonna do it. I'll look later because I'm afraid I'll mess up and lose everybody mid-sentence. What can I say? I try. So I hope you enjoyed this. I have a tour this afternoon at 2:30. It is the Railroad Museum. Okay, there's Ellicott City is the home of the very first railroad station and the first feeder track. So they have a really nice museum laid out that we're going to take a look at. So that's at 2:30. Hope you can make it back. And you guys have a great rest of the weekend, if not, and see you soon.